friends and neighbors. Welcome in the light, where laughter's the answer and hearts are shining bright. With calloused hands and wits, so razor sharp. Let's praise a place where love ignites the spark.
Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to Sunnyside. And this week, we've been talking about it for the last month or so, maybe longer than that. This Saturday is going to be Vinyl Fest 5, I guess is what I've been calling it. But it's a Johnny Cash show, or it's the first show of the 2026 season in the order of Vinyl Fest shows. And I thought it would be appropriate to continue to motivate. If you haven't bought tickets yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, they're only $20 in advance and $25 at the door at the Bowman Fine Arts Center this Saturday, the 17th. We've been promoting it for a while, and I've got with me today the founder of Vinyl Fest, the owner, I guess, the progenitor, the brains behind the operation, the creative genius. I'm trying to get him in the mood to get yappy and talk about it. I've got Donovan Johnson here. He was our first guest on the Sunny Side of Life 3 years ago, however long we've been doing this. And that voice that you just heard is none other than Elizabeth May, who is also our June Carter Cash. So welcome, you two.
Thank you.
Welcome to Sunnyside.
Thanks for having me, Troy.
Yeah, pull that microphone a little closer to your face there, so that we can get good quality sign and hear that dulcet tones of Donovan Johnson's voice. It is so much better, yeah. We're recording this on a Sunday afternoon, a nice lazy Sunday. What did you do today, Liz? I mean, all of us were in church at the same time, same place. Singing the same songs.
Yes.
It's just that I was singing in the back of the church, and you were singing right up in front, Liz.
I was helping to lead worship this morning.
Yeah. Brought a Lutheran over to help the Methodists.
Well, sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah. You'll have that.
And bring in the Lutherans.
Yeah. They're on call.
Yeah. We are on call.
They're on call. Good.
Just in case the Methodists need some help.
Well, right across the street, little corner there, little we had to get together, have a block party.
Sometimes we have, actually.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, there have been a few joint services between both congregations. It's been a couple of years, but
I know there was several years ago, and this is many, maybe a couple decades. I was working at the radio station, so maybe 25 years ago. Maybe longer than that. Anyway, there was some kind of wireless microphones kind of came about, and both churches got wireless microphones at the same time, and then they would cross over each other's frequency. So you'd get back then. I think it was Gary Marzoff for the Methodists, and he'd cross over into Lee Lavig stuff, and vice versa from the Lutherans.
Oh, back in the Lee Lavig days.
That's how long ago, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
In that time frame.
Well,
so.
I've been a member of Emmanuel Lutheran Church since I was born.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was baptized.
They give membership to babies over there?
As soon as you're baptized, you're there.
Wow. Now, that's good to know. Lifelong Lutheran.
Lifelong Lutheran. Well, my grandpa was Lutheran pastor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains that then.
Back in the day, he served both Fertile Lutheran and Pilot Knob Lutheran.
Oh.
Those were his two congregations.
He had two of them.
Yeah.
That's kind of how the Methodist church, he's got two churches he's got to run between. But yeah, and he goes to Crystal Lake and Forest City and all that. And Donovan, he's the music director for the Methodist.
He is.
Yeah. What's your method for music direction in the Methodist church, Don?
Well, I don't know that I really have a method.
Do you have madness?
There's always been madness.
Always. There's always madness. Yeah. We meet and talk about the music and figure out who's going to be there that week and in upcoming weeks and which music and which pieces are better suited to whoever's voice. And,
right.
It's all pretty basic stuff.
It's like being a coach on a team. You're just like, well, listen, this is what we've got for players this week. We're going to have to play to the talent we've got. That's how it goes, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of how it goes, though, in all of the shows that you do. This is Vinyl Fest 5. This is the 5th production of Vinyl Fest.
Yeah.
In Forest City. You started with the 50s show, and then the 60s. Nobody will guess what came next, the 70s.
And then they jump right to the 90s.
Right to
Oh, wait, no, we didn't do that. We did an 80s show.
no 90s show.
No 90s show.
No.
Yeah, so and I was in the first 3, and then I watched the 80s show, went to
Yes.
that. That was fun. And then and now this is the 5th one, and this is just Cash.
It's all you.
Johnny Cash. Yeah, so let's talk about that, because I got to look, Mark Twain said something along the lines of, there is no variation of, wasn't ego, or pride, but it's something along those lines. Not vanity. That's what it was. There's no variation in vanity. Only variation in how well one hides it. And so I'm trying to figure out where my level of vanity is here. And as we get closer to the show, it's getting smaller and smaller.
Well, I think you sing on every single song but one.
Well, I don't sing on the Wildwood Flower with you. That's you.
That's the one.
Yeah. But then I support you in a couple of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are actually doing something vocally on every single song but one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not. And so people, that listen to my show, they're thinking, they already know that I think a lot of myself, but I don't, that's not, it's kind of a stretch for me, to be honest with you. Cause I'm not that's not a,
Well, that's
I'm not a show. What do you call it? The not the prime lead in singing. First of all, there's not very many.
There's not a lot out there for a true bass.
Yeah,
There really isn't.
I don't know if I'm a true bass. I might be a pretty good baritone.
I think I'd call you a true bass.
I can get down there.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Johnny Cash is pretty good for that.
Exactly.
A lot of country songs, actually. That's where I think that's where they go when they realize rock and roll is too high for them. So
Right.
They just start singing country songs. What do you think?
It's like, oh wait, I can't sing up here with the tenors. I'll go sing country music.
Kind of is, isn't it? Like Trace Adkins is
Trace Adkins, Josh Turner.
Josh Turner for sure. Long Black Train.
Yes.
All those guys. Randy Travis actually he's a baritone, and so a lot of people. So it's kind of where you go.
Right.
Your brother's a true bass.
That's what I was about to say. My brother is a true bass.
Yeah, he's a true bass. I would say I'm a little bit of a pretender on the bass, but I can get down there. But he's a true one. But it's hard to sing a lot of rock and roll songs.
Which is why he doesn't.
Yeah.
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 And being a pastor and all.
Yeah. You get rock and roll in your bones.
Elvis Presley was a baritone.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it comes out in a lot of his songs. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to need longer answers from you, Don, than this is an hour-long podcast, so
All right. I'll try and do better. Troy.
yeah, just
do better.
work it out. Anyway, I guess I don't want people to think that this was a vanity project for me, because
Well,
it really
no,
isn't.
of course not. You were asked to do it.
Yeah, I know, but Don's been a friend of mine since we were wee little kids.
Well, that I know.
And I think that sometimes I don't want people to think that he did this as a favor to me, because that would be, I don't know if it's a favor.
As a
It
punishment?
could be a punishment.
It's a punishment.
A little bit.
You've been my friend forever, and I know that you can sing this, so this is what you're going to do.
Well, I did say I could sing Johnny Cash. I mean, I did say that, but I didn't know I was going to do a whole show. But I'm glad we're doing it. It has been fun.
I had so much fun at our rehearsal this past week. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. It's nice to sing along with the band.
Yes.
That's a big deal. Band's a lot smaller this time. If you've been to the 50s, 60s, and 70s show, 80s, this is a smaller group, and it's country. It's kind of true country in the sense that it's really just a 4-piece band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-piece band. And so it's Don and your brother Nick Johnson, who we've seen him in other shows too. And he was supposed to be in the 80s show, but he
got sick.
He got sick bad.
So sick.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for the guy.
Yeah. And then he came out of that, and then of course we have Jason Slater, Slater Nation. He's filling in. He's just learning.
Yeah, my husband Dan refers to Jason as the Jason Slater experience.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it's an experience.
It's always an experience.
It is. I mean, those guys, yourself included, Don, you have to, Antonio Lopez. Yeah. Is it Lopez?
I think it's Lopes.
Lopes.
Just Lopes?
Yep, just Lopes.
I mean, it does end in an S. That does make
Right.
sense.
Yeah.
I just
No,
assumed
but
it was.
like seriously one of the most talented drummers I think I've ever met.
Yeah. I think he's going to go to the Army.
Is he?
I think he's got a T-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been auditioning for a number of different military positions in the bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no joke. I mean, if you were a high school kid that wanted to be in the military band, you have to have basically been an all-stater. And,
All 4 years.
and then you have to prove
yeah.
it. Yeah, the sight read and all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
That's a hard gig to get into.
yeah, but it's a good one.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what the military band's job is when they're not playing music? No,
You know what? I don't.
they guard. They're guards. They guard POWs. Like that's
Really?
their military mission. They play
Really?
bands, so then they're just hanging around. POWs aren't. We don't really have a lot of POWs right now, so they're just like hanging
Right.
around. But if they do,
That's what they do.
yeah, and that's kind of a good thing. They could be out there. They're like just around, they're like watching as people are in behind the fence or whatever, and they're just playing, Sousa or whatever, just whatever,
I have this really interesting image right now.
whatever comes around. They got an audience all the time, and they've heard it over and over again.
Captive audience.
Yeah, literally a captive.
Literally a captive audience.
I mean, how perfect is that?
Yeah.
Little factoid there, a little trivia.
I have learned something new today.
Oh, that's good. Well, you're a teacher.
I am.
And you teach English or something?
I do. I teach English or something.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a high school English teacher at GHV in Garner, Iowa. I am
Garner, Hayfield, Ventura.
That is correct. I have been there. This is my 20th year at GHV.
Wow, time
Right?
flies. 20 years.
I know. How did that happen? I feel like I just started and then I blinked and here we are.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
If it's like dragging along, then that means you're torturing yourself. So you must
Right.
like it.
I do. I love it, actually.
You
I
do
mean,
some
it's-
theater stuff too.
I do. So I'm the drama director there. And so I direct a show every fall. And I'm also their speech coach. So for those that don't know me very well, but they're from Forest City, I just tell them that I'm the Mr. B of GHV. And then they know exactly what I do.
People on this show, they know Mr. B because Sunnyside Farm Studios produces Mr. B's Dinner Party.
Correct.
And he's out every other Wednesday. He's got a show coming out, I think, this Wednesday or next. I don't know if I produce it. I should know, but
Whatever.
he always texts me, and I can just hear it in his voice. It's like,
Yes.
"Hello, Troy." It's just like urgent. Everything is urgent.
Always.
Wednesday at 2:30, and I'm like, fine. And then Wednesday at 1:45, he'll say, "Not today, not feeling it. Tomorrow. How about Monday at or whatever?" And it's like, I don't care. Unless I can't.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. He'll change it 3 or 4 times on me. He knows he does that, so he gets to hear it on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you like that? You like being a
If I didn't, I would not have been
Yeah.
doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, because, especially like the fall, is it a musical or a play? Or depends?
We do every other year.
You do?
I do. For my own sanity.
Yeah.
Musicals are a lot harder
Yeah.
than a straight play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but they're fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But when, I also have 150 essays to grade on top of all
Yeah.
of that, it gets to be a lot.
Sometimes I wish life was like a musical, although lately I have to say,
Oh,
kinda
I don't know.
feels
You
like
should
it
come
is.
over to our house. Sometimes we'll just break into song.
Right.
We're making up the lyrics. It's madness. It's fine.
That would be great. Just suddenly break into song. And,
Oh, Dan will grab random musical instrument down from the wall that he doesn't play well, mind you.
oh, yeah.
No, not at all. But he sort of knows how to play like 4 or 5 different stringed instruments.
Oh.
So he'll just make up stuff.
Well, if he can do
I'm
it.
in
And
love
it's,
with a blind Shih Tzu, but she can't see it.
now that's something, at least he can play something,
Sure.
I can't play anything. I was a trumpet player in the band. I was terrible. Never rehearsed. That's probably why.
I played oboe.
Oh my goodness. Don is a world famous piano player,
Yes,
but he also played the French horn in high school.
I
I
did.
do remember that.
We were part of the brass.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and
Horn.
Chris O'Donnell and I don't remember who else.
Cassie.
Yeah.
I was going to say Cassie Lytle.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie Fullerton now.
Oh, yeah. Well, these are good. These are good names for my listeners to reference. Check them out on Facebook. But back in the day, 30-some years ago, we were playing in the band, and we were in the brass section, except for Liz. She was in the oboe. The woodwind.
Yes, I was one of two oboes. It was me and Sarah Carlson.
It's like that instrument was this, like the dad was saying, yeah, they're going to be in the band. Okay, what kind of instrument? He's thinking trumpet, guitar, piano, drum, something like that. The mother says she's going to play this woodwind, and he goes, oboe.
Oh, sad.
Wow. That
was a little band joke.
That was
something.
Look, my listeners don't expect very much anymore. They've stuck it out.
Yeah.
They're expecting it.
It's a good thing.
I can't play a guitar. I wish I could. I like to learn stuff late in life, so I think I'll pick it up, but it's too late now for this show. So I won't even pretend to be playing the guitar.
That's probably wise.
And Johnny Cash did play the guitar.
Oh, absolutely.
That was kind of his thing, actually. Was he do you think he was a good guitar player, Don?
No.
Oh, really? He wasn't like Roy Clark or anything like that.
God, no.
Yeah.
Enough to play some
Enough
chords.
to get by. I mean, where it comes to Johnny Cash, it has to do more with him and his personality.
Yeah, what is that? Because we've talked about it. Like, I don't think he was a great singer, which is why I can sing most of his songs. And then, but I don't. And then there was a period where he was like spoken word was Johnny Cash's thing.
Yeah.
And he's like Ragged Old Flag.
Right.
And even a couple of the songs that we're doing, A Boy Named Sue is primarily spoken, as well as One Piece at a Time. Mm-hmm. And
Sure.
The version that we were going to do with the Long Black Veil, the version that we're doing in that one, he speaks most of it, but we're going to sing it, so people will follow along with it. It'll be good. Yeah. But that's something. So yeah, he was like spoken word guy. I mean, you know who else was like spoken word guy?
William Shatner?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought Don would know that. He put out a whole album of spoken word.
I know he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to.
I
look
learned
at
something new today.
Oh, all right.
Oh no, you invited the biggest geek in the world onto your show today, and yes, would I know that? Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
I'm glad you picked up what I was putting down.
Leonard
totally
Nimoy
was.
had an album too, I think.
Yes,
that?
he did.
Yeah.
But I think he actually tried to sing.
Who did?
Leonard Nimoy.
Oh.
It was bad.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It was not great, but
No.
neither was Shatner's.
So it was
To be honest,
Johnny Cash was his personality.
sure.
Because he wasn't a great singer. He wasn't a bad singer.
Right.
He wasn't a great guitar player. He wasn't a bad guitar player.
Right.
He obviously wrote some of his own music, clearly, and so he did that, picking away. But
He's like the Bob Dylan of country music.
no.
How immediate you were on that. No.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Bob Dylan, I think, is a bad singer, but he's an amazing poet and
Right.
a lyricist.
That's
And Johnny Cash is, I don't think he was a great
lyricist.
However, he was very smart, and like his ways of tying things together, particularly later in life. Like we're going to sing Man Coming Around. There's a Man Coming Around, right? And that's all him. Like he wrote that one, and that is all his stuff, and it's all revelation based. And so he was
Yes.
in, it was also later in life. I believe he wrote I Walk the Line, and that was supposed to be dedicated to his first wife, saying that he was, serious about her. Clearly that didn't work out, but
Well,
but he wrote that
happen.
one. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously he wrote other songs too. Man, Bob Dylan wrote songs that are like,
That's true.
and then he would sing them, and you're like, oh, man, I don't know, you kind of wrecked that, but
Oh, but the covers of Dylan's stuff are all amazing.
Willie Nelson has written well over 1,000. I don't even know how many, but it's in the 5-figure numbers. And I don't think Willie's a very good singer either, but he's an amazing songwriter.
Yeah.
So Willie might be more the Bob Dylan of country music.
Okay, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Would you agree with that?
I would totally agree with that.
I'll agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was just Johnny's way of connecting with his audience and
Well, and with
connecting
people,
with people.
I think. Yeah.
He had a rockabilly kind of appeal when he started in the 50s after he got out from the Air Force and he came back, and his first job was Elvis. Like Elvis hooked him up. So so he's connected to that, and he had similar hair going on, and they were both kind of tall, lanky guys. Johnny Cash was tall. He's taller than I am.
Long-legged guitar picking man.
He was long-legged and a guitar picker, and he was a man. He has hair. He had hair his whole life,
I know.
and I do not.
I've noticed that.
So I am just going to let people know when you come to this show, like, I'm not going to wear a wig. I don't look like Johnny Cash.
And I don't look like June Carter.
It's a dedication.
It's a dedicate. We're singing the song.
People.
Like
Right.
when we went over you and Barb and Heidi and I went over and we watched the Randy Travis show. You know, he was doing his, I don't know if it's his farewell tour. He's been doing it for like 4 years, but like, Randy Travis can't sing anymore,
Right.
which is sad. And I do love his whole, all of the songs.
right.
What do you call it, catalog, but he just sits there the whole time, and he like taps his toes and he's watching and he's singing, and in his head he's singing. He knows it, he just can't sing.
Sure.
His voice isn't there. So the other guy they're singing, like, clearly that's not Randy Travis. Well, for one, Randy Travis sitting over there on a couch with his wife.
What was your first
first
clue?
Yeah,
Right?
he was like, this guy's not Randy Travis. That guy's Randy Travis. But he sounded great, and the band, and it was Randy Travis's band, so it was like a gift to his band too. I think on
Okay.
the tour, he did sing at the very end though, didn't he? He sang one line.
One line.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey man. That was
Okay.
good. That's what he did. That. You know that song?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure. Another podcast that I do is with Andy Buffington. That's the Waldorf Gridiron Club, and he does not know any country songs.
None.
And but he can get me going. He started talking one time. He's like, I was talking with one of the football players, and he liked country music, so he was talking about different things. And then out of nowhere, Andy Buffington goes, "Well, actually, my favorite old country music guy is Conway Twitty." And I was like, "What, are you kidding me?" I was like, "You're Conway Twitty," and he's like getting me going. He's like, "Yeah, I love Conway Twitty." I was like, "Oh, that's." I was like, "Really?" And then we talked about it for a while, and then he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't know any Conway Twitty songs. He just knows the name."
Oh, my.
He had me going.
I wonder if it was because of those Time Life commercials that used to be on all the time.
Don loves Conway Twitty.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Incredibly talented.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
little dirty.
Little dirty.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nothing wrong with that.
Listen,
He does a little. I mean, with the Conway Twitty songs, let's see.
I'd love to lay you down.
I'd love to lay you down.
Yeah.
wow, he was a little dirty, huh?
Yeah. Oh, and then it was like, whisper sweet love things in your ear.
And then the last verse. When he's talking about how he's old and gray, and
Yeah.
and it's the only time he says, "And if I can,"
And if I can,
I'd love to.
I'd love to lay you down.
Okay, so you've met my mother.
Yeah.
So now you know why I've never heard of these songs.
Oh my god. Yeah, Conway.
I
Twitty.
see the want to in your eyes.
Yeah. Well, he sang about tight and fitting jeans. Was that him?
Tight-fitting
Fitting jeans. Before there were, yoga pants.
Sure.
When women stopped wearing, skirts and dresses all the time and they started wearing jeans, that was a big deal to the guys. They were like, oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's saying they wrote songs about it. Tight fitting jeans.
It's inspiration, man.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Sounds it.
Well, John, yeah. Look, what you got to do. And he had great hair. I think you have to have good hair to be a professional singer.
That's interesting.
I mean, a good bald singer.
You.
Nope. I mean, a professional, good bald singer. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think there's a lot of good singers out there, and but there's more to it than that. You gotta have the look, and Johnny Cash had the look, and he did. I mean,
Sure.
he would tour all these places. And I noticed from learning all these lyrics, all of the male characters that he sings about are dark haired. At least in the 28 songs that we're going to do.
Right.
We're going to do 28 songs. And so let's say 24 of them are just Johnny Cash or whatever.
Sure.
Maybe not that many. Maybe it's 22. Because there are a couple Highwaymen songs in there, but he'll say things like in a little cabaret in a South Texas border town, right? So that a boy and his guitar, and that boy is, and he, the dark-haired,
right,
who played the Tennessee Flat Top Box. But then even "Don't Take Your Guns to Town," when he's talking about, he's like, he changed his shirt and he changed his suit and brushed his hair and brushed his dark hair down, right?
Right.
Combed his dark hair down, I guess. And really,
I mean, that may be the quintessential, tall, dark, and handsome, right?
Well, I think it.
Sure.
Well, yeah, and I don't know if Johnny Cash wrote those songs. I would have to look that up. But I mean, he seems to have he's dark haired, tall guy. Yeah. Handsome in his own way. But it seems like you and your brother Nick, really Nick especially, I'll say, he really likes Johnny Cash's last album, Just Cash.
Yeah, I like that one.
But he's younger, so I mean, I would see how he'd come of age in the 90s, mid to late 90s, and that's kind of when Johnny came back around with that. That's where you get Man Coming Around and Hurt and things like that.
Right.
His cover.
Yeah.
So
Rusty Cage, wasn't that?
Personal Jesus was on there too.
Your Own Personal Jesus. He's singing a little Violent Femmes.
No. Depeche Mode.
That's Depeche Mode.
That is Depeche Mode.
Yeah, Violent Femmes. That'd be funny if he did, though.
Let me go on like a blister.
Like a blister in the sun. Let me go on.
I could see it.
Big hands.
Big hands. I know you're the one. And then the strum would actually kind of fit into what he. Okay, well, this is how this show goes.
We'll add that to the repertoire for next time.
Next time, not this time.
No, not
so
not
many words. So many words. We have, but he does like those. And he's really I could tell he was passionate. That last rehearsal that we did, he was passionate about Hurt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it became pretty personal for him after June died.
I was talking about Nick.
Oh,
but
Nick,
yeah,
never
for
mind.
sure. That whole album. Yeah, she died.
Or was that did it come out pre her death? I can't remember.
No, I think
No, she just died.
she had just died. Because he also had on that album, You Are My Sunshine, which we'll sing.
Right.
We'll sing that one
Yeah, we
too
do.
from that album. And that's 2 minutes. Well, the recording that he did is 2 minutes. And then I think it's 2:38 total. And it's just because they include studio conversation after it was over, because they didn't think it was done, and he was done. He's like, well, I feel my song is sung. My song is sung. He's like, how long was that? It's 2 minutes. I recorded songs 2 minutes. And yeah, that was about June too.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of those songs were.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the songs in his whole life were about her.
Well, yeah.
I would say Ring of Fire is probably in that category.
He didn't write that.
No, he didn't write it, but I think that's what he meant. That's also look, everybody knows that song. We're going to sing that too. I'm not going to tell you where, but you're going to hear it. And then it's also the best commercial. It's the best soundtrack for hemorrhoid commercial too, isn't it? I mean,
The Ring of Fire.
yeah.
And it burns.
flames-
And it
The
burns.
flames went higher.
Well, you watch. I really have gotten into moving around the microphone when we're singing like that, because I think
Sure.
that helps kind of me a little bit just to do that. And and it burns, the ring of fire. Yeah. and I just get around there, you know.
A little Joaquin Phoenix happening.
That's what I said, because he was getting into that too. I think he did a good job. Actually,
I love that
Walk the
film.
Line.
I do too.
Yeah. But you said you're not a Reese Witherspoon.
I do like Reese.
Oh, you do?
I really do.
yeah.
I think she's wonderful.
Do you think she was good at being June Carter Cash in the younger days?
I would think I'm going to say yes. I really like her as an actress. I think she's so much more versatile than a lot of people give her credit for.
Yeah.
I don't think she looked like June Carter,
No.
but I think
I think he did. Not like June Carter, but he looked like Johnny Cash pretty good. He did a good job.
yeah. But her portrayal of that character was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was mostly about him anyway, but
Right.
I don't know. I don't think you have to. I hope you don't have to look like him to enjoy the show, because people are going to be
No.
sorely disappointed if that's the case. Johnny Cash got a beard and a bald head. I thought he was taller than that.
Well, and June apparently
I'm
is
6 feet
real,
tall in boots.
really blonde.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not planning on dyeing my hair dark brown.
Well, what is June Carter Cash's story, Don? Like your brother likes like the later Cash stuff, but you were really going on about like the Carter family, old timey country, sit around the porch type music. You like that?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Again, longer answers. But
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks for that.
why do you like
I
it?
really don't know a lot about the Carter family, if I'm to be completely honest.
Yeah,
I know that they had their own successes in their own right. You know, they're
Well, something that
still a
I
very
didn't
well known and
they're kind of the godparent family of
right.
country music.
What I didn't realize is they kind of invented the genre.
Well, very folksy, very mountainy,
Yeah.
Tennessee picking,
Well, because
and
it started with
chords.
June's
mother.
mother.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, they all sang. And she well, the album that she's got that we're using the version from
Right.
Wildwood Flower and Sunny Side of Life and Church in the Wildwood. Church in the Wildwood, yeah. That's the one. I mean, she talks about that. Like she's like, there's an intro, and she's like, he would, you know, a lot of songs were here between mother and her aunt, and that they would sing, and then
Yeah.
Uncle so and so would come in when he want to, and
Right.
and that's how it was. And then they just sang, and they went around and they were on the radio, and they, you know, had, you know, albums printed and cut, but they were pretty tame.
Right.
And Johnny Cash was a car wreck running into the Carter family. I think he met her in 1956 or 58 or something like that. Both of them were
I would have to
married
look it up.
at the time. They didn't get married until 67, 68, something like that. There
Right.
was 10 years there of a weird running into each other and doing shows together and
Right.
you know, flirting, but both of them had their own things. And the Carter family was pretty faithful.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of their songs were,
They're very faith based.
yeah.
A lot of them are.
So why do you like that?
Well, it's a lot of, obviously heavily bluegrass influenced. And at that time, I mean, going back to June Carter's mom, you know, when you go back that far, now we're talking about a time too where this, just exactly what you were talking about, was a lot more common. It's particularly in the South, where families were musical. You know, radio was the means of entertainment, and that was a luxury for a lot of people. And so everybody learned an instrument, and families played together and sung together. And that's how these kinds of things were born. You know, it seems almost for a lot of people in this day and age, that's almost kind of a foreign concept. But I find it to be pretty fascinating. And frankly, you know, listening to those songs, there's just a lot of heart and feeling in that music, a lot, and it comes through, which of course it always does. But And even lyrically, you know, a lot of the songs you're talking about faith-based.
Mm-hmm.
Faith-based numbers as well, and yes, I mean we're getting into you know, a medium, an artistic medium that had meaning to people in lots of different, in a diverse range of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I mean that's one of the reasons I would say I just one of many reasons why that genre in particular is one that really attracts me.
Well, I like bluegrass in general. I mean, I don't listen to it every day. I'll tell you what I've been listening to every day lately. Just all Johnny Cash, but
Yeah, me too.
But I like bluegrass because it's just got a cool sound. That would probably make some people's toes curl, you know, but it's something cool about it. I really do like it. Steve Martin is a big bluegrass guy.
Mm-hmm.
He loves
Yes.
that. Have you ever heard that song Caroline with his group?
Mm-hmm.
I think I
Oh,
have.
I love
actually.
that song.
Gorgeous.
Our family
Yeah.
sings that one.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
We had a bluegrass band at our wedding reception, Barb and I.
Did you?
That was the reception.
Nice.
It was great.
Yeah.
The Johnsons were having a great time. The Gilpins, I'm not so sure.
Not so much.
The Johnsons were having a great time.
Yeah, there's a country feeling. Like bluegrass is about as country as you can get. And then what
Yeah.
you've got today in country is, I mean, everything continues to move in a different, it evolves or whatever.
Sure.
But bluegrass is where it starts, I think, the mountain music type stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so you'll hear some of that. I think that the Wildwood Flower, I think that's actually the longest song of the show. I think that's 4.5 minutes.
Well, I think it's because there's all these instrumental breaks that are a repeat of the entire chorus that
Yeah,
happen between
yeah.
it too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Which is great for me because I don't sing in that one,
I know.
and I'm so happy. I'll stand back and listen. That's so good. And I think that now that June Carter, she got around to getting a little gritty, because
yeah.
there's like when she does, Guitar Picking Man, then she's kind of, she's got some gravel in her voice, in that.
But I can't quite manage to replicate.
Or when we sing If I Were a Carpenter, and
sure.
and then she kind of mimics Johnny Cash when he goes, if I were a miller and a mill will grind in, and then she goes,
It's Howard Miller.
yeah, the same thing. And we all grind,
Grinding.
like they do that. Yeah, they had a cool relationship, and they were married, I think, 30 years. We talked about it, right around that 30 years.
Yeah.
They got married late, like 68, 67, 68, somewhere. She died before 2000, I believe. I'm not perfect on that,
I
but
think yes.
so
I would need to look it up.
Yeah, about 30 some years is where they were at. Of course, they'd known each other for over 40, and
Exactly.
so kind of interesting in that regard. And of course, Johnny Cash had some problems. He had some big ups and downs. Did you know that, Don? You aware of that?
I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he liked the pills. Johnny Cash liked the pills.
He liked a few things.
Yeah. So I don't have that problem, which is good because we got a great show,
Right.
But he also kind of come through all that. He kind of, I try to talk like that, Johnny Cash. He come through that. He came through that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought he had it beat. Then he got kicked by an ostrich. Did you know that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I have not heard this. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What are you
It
making
was-
up
it
right
was
now, Troy?
bad.
What weird stories are you telling me?
I'll let Don tell it.
No, you go ahead and tell the story.
Well, I think this is in the late 60s. I think
Okay.
he had he had a compound somewhere in Tennessee, I think, and and that compound included, like, before there was Michael Jackson was around, but
Right.
before Michael Jackson had his own zoo, Johnny Cash, for whatever reason, had his own interesting animals, including an ostrich. It was a male ostrich, and they're very territorial, apparently. And so he was out walking. He had beaten all of this stuff. They had their successful show, the Johnny Cash Hour or whatever it was. So he and June were married, and they had a
variety
TV show. I think that went from 68 to 71 or something like that. And he's walking down the footpath on his compound, and he comes face to face with this male ostrich, and the male ostrich kicks him hard.
Okay.
And like breaks ribs and stuff like that. So he's got to go to the hospital. I don't know whatever happened to the ostrich, but he went to the
dinner later.
yeah, boots, some nice boots. He went to the hospital, and he had overcome his addiction to pills and uppers and amphetamines and all that.
Need to be put on pain medication.
Yeah, he got right back into it. So
Right.
it picked up in the 70s, and then so the 70s were pretty rough.
Yeah.
And he came out of that again in the 80s, and then with the Billy Graham stuff, and
Sure.
kind of got involved in all. And he wrote a book called Man in White, because Johnny Cash was known as the Man in Black. And that was about the Apostle Paul. And he found a lot of inspiration in Paul. So it's a fictional Cash version, like Johnny Cash's imagination of Paul's life experience.
All right, now I'm going to have to check this out.
Yeah. Well, I gave a copy of it a few years ago to you, Don, and one to your brother, Nick. It's a good story.
Okay.
And Johnny Cash doesn't claim to be a theological. He doesn't. He discounts that. He's like,
Right.
This is just how I imagine it to be. But he found a lot of inspiration in Paul. And so, and I think from there he had it figured out. So the last 25 years of his life, he had it figured out.
Yeah.
But when he sings the song Hurt, he knew what he was singing.
Oh, yeah. You can hear it.
Yeah, he's very old. I mean, he actually wasn't that old. When you think about it, he was only 70-some, and I don't know if he made it to 80. I mean, he wasn't like, he looks like he was 100. He had a rough life. But like...
Okay, I don't think it was quite that bad.
No, but he was...
You go for it.
But he was, I mean, I think he was only in his... I mean, my dad is, going to be 80, I think, this year. I think he died before he was 80. I could be wrong about that, but
Yeah, I was thinking it was mid-70s.
yeah.
Okay.
But he looked.
He was rough.
He had a rough,
Yeah.
and he's forgiven. Like he he had a. That's still a long life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, none of us are there yet. So we got.
Oh, I've got a couple
Yeah,
more.
yeah. There, but by the grace of God, go I. Well, what's your favorite part of the show? I mean, lineup. There's two parts. There's the first and
know.
the second set. A little intermission in between.
Right.
What's your favorite part? It's got to be in the second set, obviously, because it can't be the.
Okay, so I haven't heard the first set yet because I was able to, duck out a little early and, put the kids to bed and
Yeah.
do all the things. But
Liz is just in the second. If you're coming to see June Carter, she's in the second set.
don't
Tickets
just
cost the same though.
right. So you may as well come see the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
No, really, come to listen to Troy because he's awesome. I don't know. I'm excited to hear you sing "Hurt" because that one is actually my favorite.
Really?
It is,
Okay.
but I think that's because I'm a child of the '90s,
Yeah.
and
So am I.
I know, and technically both of you are too. But I don't feel that you truly embraced the beauty that was Trent Reznor.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what,
I'm sorry. I listened to a lot of Nine Inch Nails back in the 90s. I will readily admit it.
all right.
Don's over here just shaking his head going, I don't even know this woman.
I blame Kurt Cobain for ruining the 90s, in my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I couldn't, we graduated early 90s and the Seattle movement was coming through, and I appreciate his
Honestly,
music.
I was a little bit more of a Pearl Jam person.
Yeah.
But
But boy, that style, the Seattle style, it just wrecked fashion. I mean, lazy flannel, just
It was beautiful. All you had to do was go to Goodwill,
it was the
and you
worst.
were.
It was the worst.
Nothing comes out of Seattle worth crap. That was just this. Now I'm getting, you know,
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
even
agree wholeheartedly.
even their coffee's only mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no.
always
Okay, no,
rainy.
I don't. I don't love Starbucks.
Yeah. So now we're just razzing on Seattle for no reason.
Well, there's a reason.
Yeah. I just couldn't get over. I just felt it was lazy. You know, here's my deal.
Okay.
I am not a. I'm a creative person, but I
know.
am not a tortured artist.
Oh, I embraced everything about
Yeah.
being a tortured artist in.
A lot of girls did. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
Them tortured artists, and I
Yeah,
just want to
including-
punch them in the mouth.
Yeah, okay.
You're so like Johnny Cash was kind of a tortured artist, you know.
Yeah, but he didn't wear it on his sleeve. You
No.
know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. I mean, I did get over it.
Yeah.
I did grow up a little.
that whole Tori Amos thing.
Stop it.
Uh,
I will not
Stop
stop it.
For,
I came
for
back
the longest time. No, there were two things
Yeah.
in my three that were in like constant rotation in my CD player.
I thought you were gonna say constant craving. Constant.
Craving.
Okay.
No. I listened to a lot of Tori Amos back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then when I wasn't listening to Tori Amos, I was listening to Ani DeFranco. and
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
and then when I wasn't listening to Ani DeFranco, and this is still true, I'm listening still to a lot of Indigo Girls.
Okay.
Alanis Morissette.
Of course.
I
back
came
in the
around on
90s,
Alanis.
and
At first, I didn't like her. And then I came around on
Fiona
her.
Apple.
yeah, of course.
You know what helped me come around on Alanis Morissette?
And then of course, Nirvana and Pearl Jam and all of that.
yeah.
But it was mostly Tori, though. I
like Pearl
really
Jam.
love Tori.
Yeah. There was a movie with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and it was Dogma.
Dogma. I knew, and she played God.
That's what brought me around to Alanis Morissette. She was a good-looking God. And I was like,
But if God was
she's
one
changed.
of us.
So she's come around a little bit. I came around on Alanis, and I really do like her songs. But at the time, I was kind of like, ugh, why are these people so angry? Like there was a lot of anger. We had a thing in the '90s, early '90s, that was like a throwback to the '60s, which would be
Yes.
and we were just like,
Super angry.
Like,
I'm not
angry,
sure why, because
but I
there
wasn't.
weren't any wars happening.
It was very angsty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't. So this is why in the sidebar, but it's the same thing. It's like I know it's my generation, and I cannot stand. Like I love the music of Rent, and I do not identify
Oh.
with any of those
was
Weasley
such-
little
Yes.
babies that are in that show.
I was such a rent head. So we talked a
Yeah.
little bit about Cassie Lytle
Yeah.
earlier because I hung out with her a lot.
Yeah,
Cassie and Ann Munson, who
Yeah.
was also in your graduating
Yes.
class, and Melissa Cavalli. We would hang out and we would listen to Rent harmonizing to
Yeah.
everything, like singing along at the top of our lungs.
I love the music.
Total Rent head.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I think it was maybe 6 or 7 years later. And
Yeah,
I realized
saw that.
I'm sorry.
Middle school.
I live with a middle schooler.
6, 7.
6, 7.
Oh, please.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
When I was like, wait a minute, why is Benny the bad guy? He just wants them to pay their rent.
Yeah,
Who actually gets to live in New York without paying their rent? That's dumb.
yeah.
I mean, it's a dumb show. I don't know what else to say about that.
It's a
It's like, what?
I'll just dismiss it outright. It's a dumb show.
well, in a lot of ways, it's like it's a lot like Cats in a lot of ways because there's like one song and you've got to
Oh,
wait
but at
until
least
you
it
get
sort
to
of has a plot.
intermission.
Cats has no plot.
Well, that is true.
It's just a bunch of music based
Although-
on T.S. Eliot poems.
The movie version of that is when I
Wait, you like...
really love Idina Menzel. Like, I mean, I'm like,
Rent. I thought you meant the movie for cats for a moment.
oh, I never saw that. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
That was awful.
That's the only show that I've ever walked out on in a live performance.
Cats?
At intermission, Cats. And like, I looked at my family, and the family was looking at me, and they're thinking, I mean, Dad likes theater, so he's probably going to make us stay. And I looked at them, and I'm like, you guys want to leave? And they're like, yes.
Get out of here.
But fortunately, foolishly for them, like they have memories at the very end of the first act.
Oh, I know.
There's no reason to stay after that.
No.
There's really no reason to be there before that. But if you could just get that, that's one good song. And that's kind of how. But now Rent is a little smarter. They learned that if you want to have the key song, you at least got to stick through intermission. So 525,600 minutes comes immediately after intermission. So you're like, oh, darn it, I got to be in here, and the doors are stuck.
I don't know. I really like Love You Bohem from that one too, and there's others.
So the 90s were not great for Johnny Cash, to bring it back to that.
Right. We'll bring it back around to our actual
topic. Bring it back around
again.
to that. He really wasn't doing a lot. He was still touring a little bit on and off. June wasn't doing well health-wise, and
right.
and you know, I tell you what, I've only seen my dad cry a few times in my life, but one of those times was the day that Johnny Cash died. I happened to stop by, and he was very sad that Johnny Cash,
right?
Johnny Cash, not the world's greatest singer, not the world's greatest guitar player, but he had an aura about him that people just
related to.
Yeah, they really liked him. You know, and I do too. And so in the 90s, while you were listening to Tori Amos, I was taken like a completely, like I rejected my own generation's popular music, with the exception of Vanilla Ice and Informer, which would be in response to Vanilla Ice.
All right.
And then, but I was like going back, Hank Jr., and then I discovered George Jones, and then I went, I discovered the Rat Pack. So I was like going backwards in time, and I was like, these are way better songs than what we're putting out today.
Right.
So there's a lot of songs that come from like the 90s that I should know,
but you don't.
I don't know them because it wasn't even on my radar.
Right. A lot of late Beatles was also in my rotation. So, I mean, that was cool.
Yeah.
And Don is still shaking his head at me because he does not like late Beatles.
No, it's the early stuff. That's
that's bubble.
No, it's not. It's before they got all strung out and weird.
Yeah.
That's when they were strung out and weird that they got good.
No.
Well, what do you think, Don, is you're a hard critic to please. I mean, as a musician, and that has done huh?
Am I really?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, you pick songs. I will say this, like for Vinyl Fest, the series, like you pick songs that people know that they want to hear, but you also are. I mean, you're a little snooty about what songs are going to make it and which ones aren't, and then it could be the most popular song of the decade, and he's like,
nope,
there's no musical value to that piece of crap, and
we're not doing it.
And so you've collected. You came up with a set list for every show for Vinyl Fest. So
right.
So what's Johnny Cash's aura? His best songs, and where are you at with this?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question. What are his best songs? I mean, there's just so many good ones.
Yeah, when we first were talking about a playlist, what it could possibly be sets, I was like, I'm just going to go run through his songs. How hard can this be? And I had 2 hours of songs before I got out of the 50s.
Right.
And he only had 2-minute songs.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of them weren't very good, but,
Oh, I mean, every artist has their crap.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a B-side to everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. But, no, like we were just talking about, a lot of it has to do with his aura, his personality, his lived experience, and the songs that were successful were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And there's a good number of them.
Absolutely.
So.
And they're tricky too musically. I mean, some of them can be, I assume, for a band. I mean, I'm not a musician, but like, I mean, you've commented to me that, I mean, there's tricky tempos and things like that.
Well, yeah, and a lot of that has to do with just things that were not done on purpose in the studio. Mm-hmm. Really, I mean, sometimes I wonder how clear-headed they were when they were recording some of that stuff. I mean, there are some interludes in some of those songs that are just god awful, and you know, it's like if I were a carpenter, Nick and I were just talking about that one. We're changing it up completely. We are not doing what they did during the solo section. It's too dumb.
Yeah,
it's. I think they were half drunk. They had to be.
Yeah.
You know, so we're rearranging the form there, but you know, yeah. So those kinds of things are what make those songs tricky. It's not the actual form itself. But Johnny didn't always know when to come in on time.
Well, I can tell you that.
Sometimes, yeah, right. Just listening to the songs, you can tell.
Not the world's greatest counter on tempo and stuff like that. But
I've known that about you.
But listen, yeah, and then listening to him, yeah, that's right. Look, there's a whole lifetime of me getting nods and winks from, you know, cast members and things like that. This
Harold
is when
Hill.
You know,
yeah.
Music man. He's a music.
I would. I'm going to put this question to you, and I just am interested in knowing what your thoughts might be. Because this just occurred to me sitting here. So my favorite artist from that time period, country artist, would be Marty Robbins. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just a stellar voice. Great singer, incredibly talented, a catalog of songs and hits that is a mile long. And folks don't, I mean, the boomers would, but generally speaking, most folks don't remember Marty Robbins. If you bring up Marty Robbins, it doesn't have the clout that Johnny Cash does. Mm-hmm. And what are your thoughts on that? Why does Johnny have that special place in American iconic country music history, whereas Marty Robbins may have a place, but it's not at the same level?
Well, I don't think that Marty Robbins ever flicked off a camera.
Personality.
Maybe there's that.
Yeah, and I don't even know. I mean, Johnny Cash, he had a lot of demons. You know, he was angry.
Sure.
I think he blamed himself for his little brother's death. You know, whether that's, I mean, you can't do that.
Right.
I think he dealt with that his whole life, and that built into other things. I don't think he was satisfied as a husband, you know, because he'd failed his first wife for sure, and his kids, and I think he made up for that as best that he could. I think he's got a pretty good relationship, or had a pretty good relationship, you know, with his daughter Roseanne, and from his first marriage and things like that. But I think he just had a lot of angst and probably family dissatisfaction, and so those things made him kind of a jerk to some degree, but a lovable jerk. Like, people wanted to be like him. You know, he had a presence and he had a personality that he didn't care what you thought.
Well, and you can relate to that.
Yeah. And there was a time period where you kind of had to care what people thought. I mean, he came out of the Air Force in the 50s and he started, you know, he's trying to get his musical career going, and he just kind of had that, you know, a rebel, I guess they call it outlaw country now, but I don't know if he was an outlaw. I think he was just didn't give a damn, you know, whether you liked him or not. I think at the core of it, I'm not a psychologist, but I think he absolutely did care whether or not you liked him or not. But his personality was such, and then that just inspired just a whole generation of young men, particularly, that thought, I mean, maybe I don't have to be as straight-laced as I need to be, or maybe I don't have to, you know, my dad's a World War II veteran, and they won the war, and they're the greatest generation ever in their own opinion, and they let everybody know it, and maybe that kind of came to fruition and kind of inspired I think that's kind of why people like him, is that he took the side of convicts he did a tours in prisons, and talk about that's a captive audience,
Right?
Yeah, he's like could have been an army band guy, and just I don't know, he had a certain kind of cool that just wasn't, but he was a certain kind of cool at a time when, you know, there was other rebellions happening. Like he was coming, like in the 60s, he was, he was Johnny Cash in the 60s. In the 50s, he was Johnny Cash, figured out who he is and stuff like that. But in the 60s, he was Johnny damn Cash, you know, and there was a thing to that.
Yeah.
At the same time, you had other rebellions happening on the rock and roll side, but he was like the country version of that.
Yeah.
So there's a whole section probably
Yeah.
of people that started out with the Carter family. Well, that's something. I never thought of that. Maybe like you just married up the founding family of country music to the rebel
Right.
of country music. And everything after that is how you get George Jones and,
Yeah.
you know, everybody.
You asked me earlier what my favorite part was. And yes, aside from Hurt, which I'm really looking forward to hearing you sing. For me, Jackson.
Yeah.
Jackson.
That's a great song. It's fun. It's funny. It's got a great,
It's
got a great,
fun.
background, everything.
I just enjoy harmonizing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love doing harmony.
Yeah.
I think I missed my calling as a backup singer.
And you're really, really good at it.
My favorite part of that is when we harmonize at the last verse.
Yes.
We got married. Yeah, and I sing high and you sing, that's great. Yeah.
I love getting together with you and Tisha because the two of you, it's just boom, 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 boom. I mean, you just play off each other and it's like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds, and that
Move on.
sounds okay. Okay, we can move on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I think my favorite song you would think, like, there's a lot of, we're singing all the great Johnny Cash songs. So,
We are.
We're not singing all of them. We're singing 28. We're singing 24 Johnny Cash songs. A
But
couple
we're
of them are
singing-
Highwaymen.
Right. And I would say I think we are singing all of the best ones. I don't think there's one that
I
we're
don't
leaving
know.
out that's like super good that I was like, oh, I wish this was in the set.
Well, the songs that are songs. I mean, I love Ragged Old Flag. We're not doing that. Don't mean to
Okay.
disappoint people, but we're not doing Ragged Old Flag because that's spoken word. And,
sure.
And, you can only do so many of those before you're like, wait, is this William Shatner concert? What's happening?
Maybe Leonard Nimoy will come.
Yeah.
Right.
My favorite one right now, though, is, and I love Boy Named Sue, and I love Folsom Prison, and
Oh, sure.
I mean, obviously Sunday Morning Coming Down. Those are great songs.
Yeah.
And there's many, many more, folks. But it's a weird one. My favorite song right now is I Just Love the Tennessee Flat Top Box.
Oh,
I think that is.
Yeah, that's.
I think it's autobiographical.
Uh-huh.
And I love the riff. I just love the riff, and I love that story. I also love "Don't Take Your Guns to Town,"
Oh, sure.
and I've loved that for probably 30 years. When I started working at the radio station, and they would play that on Saturdays, and I'd be working there, and I'd be like, "What is this story all about?" And it's just like the quintessential boy not taking his mother's advice.
Sure.
It's like she knows what's going to happen. She knows her son so well. And so I love that song too. So they're great. I mean, we're gonna do. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. Don, tell people when can they come? Where can they buy the tickets? What do you got going on in the lobby?
So tickets are available at BowmanFineArtsCenter.org.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the show is going to be this coming Saturday on the 17th, January 17th, at the Bowman Fine Arts Center here in Forest City.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Showtime's at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Doors are going to open at 6:30, and in the lobby we'll have Rodeo Records will be there vending their vinyl records, vintage gaming, T-shirts, things like that. We'll have some Vinyl Fest mugs and tumblers there, as we did last time. We'll have T-shirts at the first of our decade shows for the 50s show.
Okay.
But those are not printed yet. So, And then Sarah will be there again with her spices. She's got a Ring of Fire spice that she's going to be. she's going to be selling along with a few others, and popcorn and other snacks will also be available for vending. So it's going to be a great time where
Oh yeah.
I'm stoked.
My husband Dan, he's been working on set stuff. So
Yeah, I've seen some pictures, and actually, if you've been following on social media, you probably know that Cache will be lit up.
it will.
That's exciting.
Well, this whole thing is going to be lit up.
I love it. I love it.
One way or another.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It'll be great. If you want to come out and have a just a good time, good music, I'm gonna say this show's under 2 hours with the intermission in that range.
Do you think so?
I think it is. I mean, if you time out the songs, and then you have a 20-minute intermission, it's probably right around 2 hours.
It's going to be, a 2-hour
Yeah.
window for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be about how long it is. And we know that in northern Iowa, don't even think about doing a encore because
Yeah, it doesn't work.
they don't want that. They just like, I got to get going.
Yeah.
Got work tomorrow on a Sunday. Well, got to get home, beat the traffic. In a town of 4,500 people, you got to beat the traffic.
Yeah.
It can get bad.
Yeah. So it's going to be a full show. It's going to be lots of fun. And I'm so grateful to the two of you for coming in and sharing your stories and your insights, and Don for getting around to throwing out sentences and everything and letting everybody know that this is a worthwhile event. And I'm going to ask one last question before I wrap this, because Don, why in the world would you do this? Like, well, this is the 5th Vinyl Fest show. What is your motivation for doing this? Like, why?
For Vinyl Fest
Yeah.
as a whole?
Yeah.
Well, I think the community needs something like this. And clearly there's a response to it that's been quite strong. And what that tells me is, yes, there's a hunger for good entertainment and so
Live entertainment.
good live entertainment, and I think that kind of thing, is there. In addition to that, there's enough talent around here too.
Right.
Yeah.
I,
There really
I
is.
was I was gonna say, I know quite a few musicians,
Yeah.
and I am amazed by the level of talent that we have just here in our small little community. It's not like, oh, we've got the local talent that think they can do stuff.
Right.
No, these are all professional level musicians, and we put on a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to continue to grow and get better, and all of that, evolve and blossom, and so that part, we've seen that happening already. Just
Yeah.
from the 4 shows that we had in 2025, and beginning with the 50s show, through the 80s show, we watched that happen. But that whole sort of that year, I would almost say that was sort of a test run as to what kinds of directions do we see things going, and what are some indicators that we're looking at as far as the need for it, the interest for it, and that's all there. It's all very much there. So.
It's awesome. I'm very grateful that you trusted me to sing all these songs for your Vinyl Fest show.
You're doing a great job.
And
Awesome.
Liz, I'm so glad that you're June Carter Cash, because you make it a lot easier to be out there. I look forward to the second set, because second set to me is like, whew, this is easy. The first set is all Johnny Cash,
Right.
and it's
Pressure's on.
no mess, and it's like kind of what you expect from Johnny
right,
Cash. So it's
right.
like coming out hard and
yeah.
fast. And
Right,
no, we're like, we're gonna make you wait to hear the songs you want to hear. It's like, no, you're gonna hear them now. So and it's kind of a little. Look, Johnny Cash is not like Shakespeare, but I learned this in college when I was doing Shakespeare.
Oh, sure.
And it's like, I'd come into acting and I'd be like, as long as I memorize the script as best I can, but I have the gist, like I'll never be in a bad situation, because if I mess up a few words or something like that, it's not going to be a big deal, because I'll always keep the show going. But I found out in Shakespeare, particularly at a university, that all those nerds know the words to Shakespeare. They've been around for 500 years. and 400 years, I guess. And I'm like, oh my God, you can't just like, you know,
can't just make up something.
You can't just
and
make
I
your way
pentameter.
through that.
No,
you
cannot fake your way through that.
Yeah. Is this a dagger I see around me? People are like, oh my God. They're like, starting stabbing you with their own. They brought daggers like they're cosplaying. Why would you do that? So anyway, yeah. So
I had a
Johnny
friend
Cash is a little bit like that for some of those songs.
Little bit.
Some of those songs. Yeah. So very, that's the making sure they're getting the words right. And trying to figure out when Johnny puts them down, because like you said, he's not always on beat either, which actually I can appreciate.
Yeah.
So
You're just in character.
yeah, that's what it is.
You're just in character.
That's right. Very good. Well, thank you so much for coming out and being a part of the Sunny Side of Life. It is the Johnny Cash Show coming up Saturday, Vinyl Fest 5. If you want to look at it, I think you should put Roman numerals behind your Vinyl Cast if you feel like that. That's what I'm calling it. But it's the Johnny Cash Show featuring myself and Liz May. She's sitting right across from me right now. Come on out, like Don said, doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 7 at the Bowman Fine Arts Center in Forest City, Iowa. Tickets are on sale right now at bowmanfineartscenter.org for $20 in advance, $25 at the door. And come on out and don't get caught with your cash out, because I want to make sure that everybody has a great night, and it will be. And I look forward to, like we said in church today as we're walking now with Orrin Harris, who's been on this show with Tony Koloff a few episodes ago. Orrin says, we'll see you Saturday night and Sunday. I'm like, well, Sunday, I don't know. I'll be coming down. And he said, what? I said, I'll be coming down. He said, coming down from what? I was like, well, I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head. That didn't hurt. You know the dress. There we go. So come on out and see us. Can't wait to see you on Saturday. And thank you, too, for being a big, huge, bright light. And when we talk about Sunny Side, that's one of the songs we're going to sing.
I know.
Sunny Side of Life.
So exciting.
Yes. And so, yeah, thanks for being the sunny side of so many people's lives.
When the shadows fall and doubts begin to creep, remember together we're strong, never weak. Lift your neighbor up with kindness every day. Let your actions speak the words you want to say.
The Sunny Side of Life is a weekly production about our life on the family farmstead here in Iowa, the liberties we prize, and the pursuits which make us happy. None of this is possible, of course, without Christ in our lives. For the Lord God is our sun and our shield. He gives us grace and glory.
Be the sunny side of someone else's life. Share your light and joy through struggle and strife. Keep your heart open and your soul always bright. Together we will share this sunny side life. Be the sunny side of someone else's life. Share your light and joy through struggle and strife. Keep your heart open and your soul always bright. Together we will share this sunny side life.
May the Lord bless you and keep you, and may the sunny side of your life in Christ be made evident unto you each and every day, and give you peace.